Learning the curse. Learning the curse.
Welcome to the classroom, motherfuckers. This is Learning the Curse with Adam and Chuck.
Oh yeah, so real nice. Make me wanna sell my soul. Went down to the crossroads and I fell down on my knees. Said I went down to the crossroads and I fell down on my knees. Made a deal with the devil. Make Learning the Curse a popular podcast, would you please? Oh, that's way too many syllables. Just bull,
Shit.
bullshitting.
Shit!
Went down to the crossroads, fell down on my knees, made a deal with the devil. Make Learning the Curse a popular podcast, would you please? Oh man.
That fucking sucks.
Ugly! Thank you for joining us for another episode of Learning a Curse with Adam and Chuck. Playing blues harp on the left, we have Chuck.
That wasn't a harp.
That wasn't a harp.
It was a guitar.
It was a LARP.
Yeah.
Who am I?
You are Adam. Adam over there on the singing vocals.
Yeah,
We're
so
back.
thank you
Yeah.
for joining us.
Thank you.
Today we are discussing, if you haven't already kind of came to that conclusion, the blues.
We're talking about Delta Blues specifically.
Delta Blues,
We're
more
changing the
specifically.
entire tone of our podcast.
Exactly.
Screw the paranormal. Now we are just going to do deep dives onto the blues.
And with a side helping of selling your
devil.
soul to the devil.
The devil.
We are talking about blues legend, Delta blues legend, Robert Johnson.
Robert Johnson. Bobby Cock.
Bobby Cock. Yes. That's like Poppycock, but Bobby Cock.
Bobby Cock.
When you're talking it as a Delta bluesman. He's a Delta bluesman, was a Delta bluesman.
He used his Johnson as a slide.
Oh, he used his Johnson quite a bit, as you'll find out in the story. Oh, yeah.
He was a prolific fucker.
Exactly.
All right.
Prolific motherfucker. He was a Delta bluesman
Whose mother did he fuck?
Who may have sold his soul to the devil to become a guitar virtuoso.
Like, I'm not doing anything with it.
Fuck it, you can have this shit.
Yeah.
First off,
Yep.
check us out on all the medias.
All the medias. The social medias.
The
as well.
social medias.
The anti-social medias.
The awkward, socially awkward medias.
Yeah.
Where can they find us, Chuck?
They can find us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook.
Your mother.
On your mother. On Jagan's mother. on J-Date. On Plenty of Fish.
Bolt.com.
Yeah.
MySpace.
We are learning to curse, all one word, on all of them shits.
And at gmail.com.
Yeah, learningtocurse@gmail.com. If you want to email us, you can email us anything.
You can heart.
You can send us
comment,
dick pics.
Share,
You can send us
subscribe,
boob pits.
follow, and all them good shits and dick
All them good
pics.
shits. And if you want to support our podcast, if you like it, if you love it, if you want more of it, can you go to basically the way that the
iTunes
algorithm works? iTunes is the better one because it pushes up.
Drop us some
the more
reviews.
The more reviews, the more likes, and all of the thumbs up and
Let
whatever.
us know how
it
we're
does,
driving.
The better we do on there, it pushes our podcast further up the list for other people to see it. So
And if you're really old school,
can
let
just,
us know how we're
you know,
driving at 867-5309.
867-5309.
And all the
Yes.
medias.
All the medias.
What are we drinking? We're
beer.
back to,
beer.
this time he's already open. Now I'm open, yeah. We got the cowboy beer again, so of course we're cheap.
It's cheap. We're not.
A lot of the cool shit we drink is cheap though, but it's cool shit.
Yeah. Like
I should have got
like
some
that,
Santan
You like that Lost
for this
Dudes,
episode.
right?
The Los Dudes.
It was
good shit.
It was $3.99 for a 4-pack of the 12-ounce cans. So
Next time.
yeah.
If it's still even if it's not on sale. I mean,
I didn't really like
how
the
much could it
pecan
really
pie
go up
one.
in price?
Right. I mean, I got it at the 99-cent store. So
Huzzah.
huzzah. So we are talking about Robert Johnson.
So, Bobby Cock.
Bobby Cock.
All right, it's time
Himself.
to drop the blues note on them, or the notes I have on Robert Johnson.
Yeah, it's better than the brown note.
Fuck yeah, the brown notes is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to embed the brown note
Well,
in here.
check this out. A little thing about the blues note.
Ooh,
you know the
what
blues
we should
note
find?
in blues music,
Right.
right?
Do you know what we should find?
What's that?
The white note?
Richard Feynman.
No, the white note. That whenever you hear it, it makes you orgasm.
Jizz.
Yeah.
Yes. I like
Yeah.
it. Did you know the blue note in blues music? You know what I'm talking about, right? Is one and the same with the devil's note.
Ooh.
Back in the late 1600s, I believe.
Crazy.
They would take the devil's note out of any song.
Oh, wow.
That was composed.
Was it a D?
I don't know. It's like a D. Take the D out of
it. Was a D sharp.
Take the D out.
Yeah.
But so flash forward to early bluesmen, and even to this day with blues music, and bam,
Like
Robert
the Blue Man
Johnson
Group?
sold his soul to the motherfucking Devil Johnson,
But
Bobby Cock,
Bobby Cock?
and others were using the blues note. So huzzah!
Yeah.
Yes.
Bob Dick.
So is it coincidental, or is it demonstrative evidence?
I think it's coincidental.
I had to say demonstrative because you got
Yeah.
demon in there.
And monster.
And monster.
Yeah, a
Some
demon
kind-
monster.
Some kind of monster.
It's a demon monster.
yes.
I'm going to sell my soul to it so it'll suck my dick.
So, my dick.
Dick. Suck my dick.
Oh man, we've been
I think-
drinking before we got this one going.
Yeah.
So, you think what?
I don't know.
Okay. We're being haunted by not only Satan but also Robert
ghost.
Johnson.
Yeah.
So a little bio on Robert Johnson, and we'll skim through because it's
it's a long
pretty
bio.
convoluted and crazy. But Robert Leroy Johnson was born on May 8th, 1911, and we're going to talk about numbers later.
1911.
1911.
That's.
But he was still a
long
young man at the time of his his early popularity.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was what, like,
The 30s.
it was in the 30s, right?
But
So
his
he was in
music
his
doesn't
20s.
sound like it when you listen to it. It's like, no, no. It was, can you imagine being in the 30s and hearing that music?
Right. It's like with Jimi Hendrix.
Fuck yeah.
In
exactly.
the 60s.
Oh, I'm bringing Jimmy up later, too.
Okay. Did he sell his soul to Robert Johnson?
No, he didn't, but he was part of the 27 Club.
I know.
So check this out. Robert Leroy Johnson was born on May 8th, 1911 in Hazelhurst, Mississippi. Mississippi. It's got a lot of eyes. That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of eyes watching. Now, if you are interested in his early years, I'm going to have to deflect and just like go over there to get it because you can check out several bios on his life online because due to time constraints, we're going to summarize here in this episode because believe me, it's like a fucking soap opera because, I mean, his dad was in and out of his life early on. He had several stepfathers
that were in and out of his butthole.
In and out of his butthole, maybe, possibly. And they were in and out of his life as well.
Rape.
And he went through name changes, actually.
Really?
Went through several name changes.
So his
but
name
finally was all kind of Bobby Cock.
Yeah.
He finally took his real father's surname later on. And It's
Okay.
just a fucking mess. So jumping ahead, after school.
After school.
This is like when he completed school after school.
when he completed school. Like when he was like 9?
No, 9, right? Robert, he was smart.
Yeah.
But Robert...
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying back then.
That's
like
why
in
I'm done with school at 9
early
years old.
1900s, he was either,
Go back and work on the farm
Yeah,
and all that shit.
working and-
Yeah. And the reason for summer vacations, the real reason for summer vacations.
Right.
He didn't know.
was to learn how to play the guitar.
Exactly. Robert adopted the surname of his natural father after school. It became Robert Johnson.
Oh, I thought it was after school. It was Robert
after school party. And then when he went back to school,
No,
he
his-
was
his-
ashamed.
the
and just
surname
went
was
back
after
to-
school.
Surname was after school.
Yeah.
Robert after school.
Yeah.
I was like, Robert, after school, what are you doing over there, boy? Yeah, after school, Robert adopted the surname of his natural father, signing himself as Robert Johnson on the certificate of his marriage, his first marriage.
Ooh, first
To
marriage. When he was-
16-year-old Virginia Travis.
Yeah.
And not related to Travis Walton.
My great
That's the name
grandmother
of the
was
surname.
married when she was 14 years old.
Holy fuck. And this is
yeah.
back in 1929, so...
I mean, they're dead now, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't mean to laugh at them dying. But, so side note here.
I mean, that's why I got thrown out of the funeral. But
You were
biggie.
there? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
A ghost of future Chucks.
Yeah, I mean, at that
future
funeral, I
Kenyans.
kept, instead of saying I'm so sorry, I kept saying I apologize.
I'm so
And they're
sorry.
like-
What is that? Sorry. So a little side note here. It was said that the quality of his signature. Now this is a big deal in this time period. Okay, this quality of his signature on his marriage certificate suggests that he was relatively well educated for a boy of his background.
Okay.
Cool. He was smart.
Yeah.
So that could play a part into this, not the devil shit. But yeah, we'll get into this. Back to his wife. She died.
Did you know that the clitoris is the devil's doorbell?
We leave it at death. Nice. No, I didn't. Now I know.
Now
Knowing
you
is
know.
half the battle.
Knowing is half the other half of the battle.
Is never
Rape.
going to be told. Sergeant Slaughter slaughtered it.
The only other, the unfortunate thing is that the other half of the battle is rape.
Yes.
So knowing
Unfortunately.
is half the battle. The other half of the battle, you don't ever want to.
You don't want to know that part.
Yeah.
Back to his wife. She died in childbirth shortly after. Surviving.
Wait, she died as a baby?
No. No, giving birth to his
Oh,
baby,
giving birth,
to one
I
of his
see.
bambinos.
One of his-
little Bobby Cox.
Yeah.
Surviving relatives of Virginia, his first wife, told the blues researcher Robert McCormick, I wonder where he got the Mac from, that this was a divine punishment for Robert's decision to sing secular songs, known as selling your soul, air quotes, to the devil. McCormick believed that Johnson himself accepted the phrase as a description of his resolve to abandon the settled life of a husband and farmer, to become a full-time blues musician.
I
Because
see.
fuck it, if you have a chance to play music, there you go.
Yeah.
Once again, that's so fucked up too. It's like, fuck
Well, I
your
mean, I
family,
didn't-
play the music. But if you play the music well, you pay
Right.
for shit with your family.
Yeah. I didn't sell that soul to play the secular devil's music. I wanted to. I tried,
Yeah.
but it didn't work out.
I wanted to.
Because I wanted to.
Selling my soul to the devil because I wanted to.
Why you leave the baby on the table?
Baby in the microwave because I wanted to. That's a callback.
Callback.
Once again, while living in...
Sin.
Yes.
He was living
Well,
in
living
sin,
in- living in
Adam.
sin.
He was living in sin. That's what it was.
Yeah, it is.
It was dirty,
That's what
dirty,
it was.
rotten,
Little devil-
nasty,
devil
delicious
boy.
sin.
Devil boy. Once again, while living in Martinsville, and this is in Indiana.
I think
but
Martinsville is synonymous with sin.
Yes, exactly. There's a Martinsville in Indiana, but this is...
And it's so sinful.
This is still Mississippi. Johnson's...
Where's
Johnson,
Mr. Sippy?
Johnson fathered another child with Virgie Mae
What
Smith.
a whore.
Yeah, right? Then he married Coletta Craft
Coletta?
in May of 1931. In 1932, the couple moved to Clarksdale, Mississippi, in the Delta.
Yeah.
Coletta died.
Did they take the last trains to
childbirth.
Clarksdale?
Huh?
Did they take the last train to Clarksdale?
Maybe.
Oh, wait, that's Clarksville.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Coletta died in childbirth.
Oh,
as well.
no.
Fucking crazy, right?
Oh, no.
It's just...
Could it
it's
have
just-
been possibly a
the
factor of the time period and they didn't have really good medical care?
I thought
Yeah.
the same thing. Coletta died in childbirth, and Johnson left for a career as a walking musician.
Yeah. Like, statistically,
In that
most
time
women
period-
died in childbirth.
Exactly.
Like, the leading cause of death was being born.
Childbirth.
So,
But it's funny. It
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
with
yeah.
the creepiness of
oh
his
yeah,
tale.
yeah.
But
and I'm sure people try to like make it like,
Exactly.
oh look, this one died and this one died during childbirth.
Johnson
Yeah,
himself made it out to
That's
be...
because of superstitions.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What
So,
the fuck?
2 women died birthing his babies.
Ooh.
It could be the
Little-
conditions they
little-
were living in.
Little
See, I had it in
devil
my notes
babies.
already.
Little devil babies. He had little devil babies with hookers.
But still, it's a bit strange and coincidental considering his story. But most likely, it's the sign of the times.
Right.
They say he went on to being a walking or itinerant musician, which basically just means like walking around from town to town playing, going
As
by
I
foot.
was walking in Memphis,
I love that song, dude.
walking with my
Yes.
feet 10 feet off a Beale.
Exactly.
I know Memphis is in Tennessee.
Jessica
It's
Biel.
close to.
Jessica
yeah.
Biel. Whatever happened to her?
She died.
Seventh Heaven.
Yeah. She died.
No, at least D Star Killer didn't say that.
Nope. No, she whispered it to me last time I was here.
There you go. That's inside baseball.
Yeah.
He would go on from town to town, going by different names and being a ladies' man.
Oh.
He would. I mean, if you didn't know that by now.
Does that mean he was transgendered?
Yes, maybe.
He was a lady man?
and he was still a ladies' man. And he was just running.
A
the
ladies' man, not a lady man?
Ladies, yeah, not a lady man, not a lady boy.
Okay.
Not a lady man. But he was a ladies' man.
He tucked his Johnson.
Tucked his Johnson in, yes. It's like, now I'm seeing the scene from fucking, whatchamacallit, Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. Or
You get the Johnson again.
You put the lotion on the skin. Yeah.
Or you get the Johnson again.
Yeah. I'll slap you with it.
Yeah. So basically, he'd run through the girls like a fat man in a buffet.
All right.
So, yeah. So that's a little bit of his story leading up to selling the soul
Yeah.
Well, and also
I had to run through the buffet.
And also part of selling the soul right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he was already a musician at the point of that part of the bio. So here's where it gets interesting. Robert Johnson is arguably one of the most talented and influential blues guitarists. And he's flipping cards over there. He's playing card tricks, which is pretty awesome. Little story with the magical deck that he has over there.
Yeah.
But anyways, Robert Johnson is arguably one of the most talented and influential blues guitarists of his time, or all time.
Yeah.
But this wasn't always the case. When he started out as a young man,
He was shit.
He was shit.
He was
really
a
rough.
pile of shit.
As Chuck and I could tell you,
Yes.
it takes time to develop guitar skills.
Yes.
And a good number of players that become good have an aptitude for it to begin with, or they
Right.
played other instruments, and then
I mean, I
And
started
it
out,
translates.
so my brother got a guitar when I was younger. I'd started out, kind of tinkering on the keyboard and playing
too.
the drums.
Which is funny. I didn't know that was your path. But I
Drums-
started out on
drums were
percussion in
first,
school,
yeah.
then keyboard.
Yeah, drums were first.
That's cool.
And then my brother got a guitar, so I picked up his guitar and was playing with it. And
He's like, "Fuck you, I'm going to bass."
Yeah.
And then you went to bass.
yeah,
I went to bass too.
I mean, once you've learned how to play the guitar, you can play the
got
bass.
the bass. Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I picked it up. I sucked at first, but I do have an aptitude for music and being able to hear where the notes should go. And
A lot of people looked at Robert Johnson like he was just terrible and had no aptitude for it.
Yeah.
But there's a side note here. He was definitely
He was good at
a
the harmonica.
skilled harmonica player, as both Chuck and I found out.
Yeah.
Around the age of 15, he was pretty genius.
He was a regular John Popper.
Right? He was popping.
Yeah.
But oh man, now I'm gonna have Blues Traveler in my head too.
There's nothing wrong with
Blues
that.
Traveler is awesome.
Yeah.
'Cause the hook always brings you back.
It does.
But so there is that. I mean, yes, terrible guitarists. Anybody would be when they start out.
Yeah, of course.
But moving on, he's famous Delta blues legend Son House. Now, if you're into the blues, you've heard of Son House. He had this to say about Robert Johnson. It was such a racket you never heard. It'd make the people mad, you know. They come out and say, "Why don't y'all go in and get that guitar away from that boy? He's running people crazy with it." I go back in and I'd scold him about it. Yes.
yeah.
He was shit.
You motherfucker, you touch that guitar one more time, I'm gonna shove it up your ass.
Yeah, fisting.
Yeah.
Fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs.
Fisting butts.
Fisting butt.
But yeah, they would be doing their concerts and shit, and they would go on their little breaks, their intermissions, and he would want to play.
Yeah.
And they said when we were talking about off recording, I was gonna say off camera, that he'd be
mic.
like they described it like he was banging about on the guitar and shit. But he was good at the harmonica.
Yeah.
So
So
he
he
had
has a
some
musical
talent.
aptitude.
But the guitar was not his thing at that point.
I mean, it's just the same. It's the same, but it's in a different format.
Exactly.
So it probably took him a minute to figure out that format.
But they fucking dogged him.
Yeah.
Johnson used to get dogged so bad by everyone. Everyone who everyone was dogging on him for his playing, including his father. And one day he just said, "Fuck it." He left. Johnson left Robinsonville, where he was staying at the time. And when he came back around 6 months later, now side note, 6 months you can become good.
Yeah, well, that's again what I was talking about. I picked up my brother's guitar when he first got it, and I was probably like 12 or 13 years old.
Yeah.
And within about 6 months, I was actually able to play melodies and shit.
Yeah.
You know? But that
I
is
picked up-
all when I was that,
Yeah.
there was nothing else for me to do.
When I
other
was
than to be
playing
a hood
keyboard,
rat.
a lot of that translated really quickly. I held off.
Yeah.
I know you guys are all playing guitar for a long time.
Yeah.
And then I held off. I was like, I was into keyboards.
Yeah.
But when I actually said, fuck it, I'm a lefty, but I'm going to pick up a righty guitar. It still didn't take me long to pick up basic chords and all that. And
Yeah.
then from there, I just jumped right to bass. And that translated to, fuck, I could play lead guitar if I go back to the guitar with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so yeah.
Mine was different. I was more, I started out playing blues licks.
Riffs first,
and pentatonic scales.
I think
and
my
stuff
whole
like
thing
that.
was, I'm a lefty. I just had that mindset.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to buy left-handed guitars. Oh, if I start with a righty guitar, I was more in doubt.
Yeah.
But then once I just started playing, I was like, fuck, it ended up becoming my favorite instrument.
Yeah.
The guitar. The guitar.
It's one of mine. That and the drums.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'll never not have fun playing the drums. But
I love every instrument I play. But
Yeah.
God, guitar is just like.
when I can break out a really nice piano medley,
It's fun.
That's fun.
Oh, yeah.
But that takes me some time.
That was my first love.
Yeah. That takes me some time, and I'm not very versed at playing two-handed on the piano.
Yeah.
I can do it a little bit, but I'm better at picking up, like in our intro song. I think I do one of the melodies on a keyboard. We got a lot of shit going on in that song.
We do. That's just how we are. That's how we roll.
Yeah.
Johnson just rolled with the harmonica and then the guitar.
Every time you say Johnson, I get a little bit of an erection. Boom.
Ding.
Johnson.
The Full Metal Johnson.
Yes.
Not to be confused with a bearded pepper.
No.
So he left and
A Full Metal Johnson is a dick that's been sucked by angels.
And we'll just leave it at that?
We'll leave it at that, yeah.
We won't even explain.
No.
So 6 months later, he comes back, and he was a changed man.
Changed man.
Changed.
Yes.
When Johnson
was
returned...
sucked by angels.
Suck my Full Metal Johnson. When Johnson returned, he had amazing guitar skills.
What?
During one of Son House's breaks.
Like he went away and stayed by himself and practiced daily.
Exactly. Oh, but wait until you find out how he learned.
He sold his left testicle to Judas.
And it's not even that part.
Oh.
Which is a translation for selling the soul to the devil at the Crossroads. Anyway, during one of Son House's breaks, during a concert, he came strolling in.
Yeah.
It's like they're all like, yep, that's him. Here he comes. Oh man, banging away, nasty on the guitar. Johnson asked to play. And you know their reaction, like, fuck. So finally, they gave him a chance. They gave him a chance and he blew them away.
Ooh.
Changed man.
He gave them all blowjobs?
Exactly, blew.
And then they left.
Yep. Rumors began circulating that Johnson had sold his soul to the devil in exchange for his guitar skills. Yeah. Like blues musician Tommy Johnson, not related, it was said that he went down to the Crossroads just before midnight. It was there at the Crossroads that he allegedly played his guitar until midnight. And a large... Now this is the fun part. This is cute. A large black man, presumably the devil,
yes,
came to him. This is like the image he takes on in both stories for Tommy Johnson too. Came to him, and the devil took his guitar, tuned it. Now remember this. Remember this part for another story later. Took his guitar, tuned it, gave it back to him, and Johnson from there forward became a guitar virtuoso.
Neat.
And this all there's more that to this too, that he sold his soul. There's all kinds of theories to this. And But now it's been said that
it'd be dope if like some random dude just came up and tuned my guitar.
Black dude's like,
just like so much better at the guitar.
What was the actor from the Green Mile? I can't think of his name right now.
Oh, Michael Clark Duncan.
Yes!
Yeah.
He comes out of nowhere and just grabs your guitar, gives you a big shit-eating grin, tunes it, and you're Steve Vai.
Just smacks you in the face with it.
Yes, you're Hendrix after that. That would hurt.
He's a proverbial Paul Simon, this one.
Yes.
It's an acoustic guitar.
Now I'm going to have Hello Darkness, My Old Friend.
It's a good song.
I love that song. Not even the right key.
I can't hear it though, because it's in the Sound of Silence.
It's in the Sound of Silence, yes. Yeah. Now it has been said that the Crossroads story was just made up. No-brainer there. Or copied from bluesman Tommy Johnson's story. Yeah. But there's another story of what went down while he was gone. And in my opinion, it is definitely a more intriguing story.
I think so.
Which I know you're already sold.
Yeah.
Like the soul, it's on the soul.
Yeah.
Which we can theorize on a bit later.
If I believed in the soul and somebody offered me something tangible.
Fuck. Have this shit.
Hell, if somebody came to me and tried to like offer me something awesome for my soul, I'd sell it right now because I don't believe it exists.
Dude, let's try to sell our soul on Craigslist.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Let's do it. Patreon.
And we might be able to drag out Satan, air quotes, so to speak.
To get back on the episode.
For Satan Has to Be Satan Part 2.
Yeah.
But anyways, so while Johnson was gone, he learned to be a guitar boss from guitarist Ike Zimmerman. So it was said that the pair would practice, and then this is why it's more intriguing to me than the actual, the canned, I don't want to call it canned, because other people like Tommy Johnson and others have done the Crossroads Selling the Soul thing.
Yeah.
That's not even the most, but Ike Zimmerman.
Devil went down to Georgia.
It was said that the pair would go practice together in a graveyard late at night, and it was rumored that Zimmerman learned guitar supernaturally by playing there. But he may have thought this.
Yeah.
It's you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And he may very well have become a great guitar player, and Robert Johnson as well, by playing by supernatural means.
No, I also think
it's not
if they
real.
dedicated
think
it and
that.
practiced it that way
Exactly.
in a church and thought that the church was giving them the ability,
exactly.
it would have been the same result.
Exactly.
Maybe-
But they think
Yeah.
it's by supernatural.
I think maybe
Yeah.
the devil might have given it a better edge.
Exactly.
Because
Edging.
yeah. I
Edging,
love edging.
edging with the devil.
Edging with
I
the devil.
love it.
I love edging. It's one of
Aside
my
from,
favorite pastimes.
aside from his guitar playing, his lyrics hint at the story of his run-in with the devil.
Yeah.
Only
Run-in
hint, though.
with the devil.
Only hint, though. Only hint.
Yeah.
Starting with his famous Crossroad Blues, continuing with his song Hellhound on My Trail, and then, this is my favorite,
Yeah.
Me and the Devil Blues. It's just overall, it's a great song.
Yeah.
I love it. More so than Crossroads.
Yeah. It's just very overt lyrics like, I went down and I sold my soul to the devil.
And then
That
I
was
was
it.
Hellhound on My Trail.
Yeah.
No. So there's not much in Crossroads that really goes along with the story of selling his soul, other than some vague stuff in the location of
Yeah.
Crossroads. There's more stuff in the subsequent two songs,
Okay.
but even then, you'll hear when we look through the lyrics.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do, actually, I think would be a good idea is maybe we'll just in the liner notes or in the show notes just
Yeah.
post the
Yeah. So
links to the videos.
Look
so you
for
can
them
listen
on YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll post lyrics there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll see what we mean. It's they're not very, very descriptive. Oh, I sold my soul. They're not literal.
They're not?
But they hint.
Yeah.
They hint
It's
at
been a
some
while
kind
since
of.
I've heard them, so.
They hint at
I've got a callus on my hand and I'm picking the skin off. And there's like my dried dead skin on your
Skin
table. I'm
flakes.
sorry. Yeah. It's my favorite.
So yeah,
breakfast
check out the
cereal.
lyrics to these songs for those who haven't heard them, and we'll post them online too. And if you haven't heard the songs, go check them out. They're awesome,
you're
as well
not-
as the rest of his catalog.
If you're not into blues, get into blues because it's like the backbone of most pop music.
Exactly.
Just get into it. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
I would say it's the granddaddy of a lot of genres
And
today.
let us know what you thought of our song at the beginning of this.
I know we totally just made that
impromptu
shit
blues.
up. We
Yeah.
do songs so much better than that.
Yeah.
But now back to our story. Robert Johnson later died on August 16th, 1938, at the young age of 27.
Dum bum bam.
Now, two things here. One, August 16th is Starkiller D's dad's birthday. Fun
no.
fact. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Nothing to anybody else, but to us,
Yeah,
that's pretty
right.
cool. Two, he went on to be one of the early members of the 27 Club.
Yeah.
The club of celebrities, if you don't know, who died at 27 years old. Notable members being Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison.
Jesus' brother John.
Jesus' brother John, Janis Joplin, Kurt Cobain, and so on.
Yeah,
Tons
yeah.
of them. Tons
yeah,
of
yeah.
them.
'Cause Jesus died at 32.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm past that. So
Oh yeah, we're safe.
Yeah,
we
we're good.
should just become famous now.
Yeah. Ooh,
and then we're
maybe
good.
we should start the 42 Club.
Oh,
the answer
oh.
to life, everything.
Oh, there's something really interesting age-wise coming up here that adds up to the 27 Club, and
Okay, okay.
we're gonna get to it.
Okay.
But now there's some crazy shit that went down with his death too.
Yeah.
It was said that Johnson and
He was attacked by a bunch of children.
no. It was said that
They
Johnson
choked him to death with guitar strings.
They were all his kids from different lovers and shit.
Yeah. All their
But-
moms had died in
Right.
childbirth
You killed my mother.
by putting me in her.
All right. Now it was said that Johnson. Now I'm going to debunk that. That's Starkiller D sneezing in the background.
Yeah.
Not a ghost.
No.
Not Robert Johnson. Not the devil.
It was a ghost.
Not
He's
Eisenberg.
lying. Every time he debunks, it's not true.
It's a lie. So it was said that Johnson was a ladies' man
Yeah.
and was presumably possibly poisoned by a jealous husband who was also a club owner. Ooh. And it
If
led
he
to
owned a
his
club, why didn't he just beat him with the club?
Exactly. They just rather poison him
Yeah.
with a drink.
I own
Yeah,
a-
would you like a drink?
Yeah.
Would you like a drink? Never take the drink.
Never
No,
take the
never,
drink.
Never. And
That's why I always gave my free drink passes to Brian whenever we were playing gigs.
libations.
Any gig.
Oh yeah. I used to love those at libations,
Yeah.
but I would just get bottled stuff. That's I saw him open it. Nobody's gonna poison me.
I know. I was the one driving all the equipment around, so I never drank during
Oh.
gigs. So
There you go.
Yeah.
And it led to his death a few days later. Some believe the devil just came to collect his soul. Mm-hmm. It was said that part of the devil's deal with Robert Johnson was also
I've got
that
a
he would
question.
only live to 27.
I've got a question because in
that?
a lot of crossroad dealings, in like folklore or whatever,
You sell your soul and you get something in
it's-
exchange.
well, usually isn't it like a 10-year deal?
So, yes. But this was like right after.
That's
this
what
was
I'm saying, like-
yeah, shortly after. It was a
Yeah.
shitty deal.
Yeah.
But the legend of the legend of Robert Johnson went on to now we're talking about it on a podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some claim to have witnessed Johnson on his last day, crawling around and barking like a dog before dying. And that could have been the poison.
Poison, yeah.
The poison. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not the devil, but it's the poison
He ate a bad
from
mushroom.
messing around with them ladies, taking that club owner's lady.
Yeah.
10 years later,
he
check this
got-
out. Here's the 10 years.
Yo.
10 years later, after his death, Johnson's music became well-known nationwide. And 30 years later, he would be recognized as a blues legend. Yeah. Eric Clapton would go on to cover Crossroads, which is a fucking awesome cover.
Yeah, it
it
is.
is live.
Eric
when he
Clapton
did with Cream.
is one of the greatest guitar
Yeah,
players.
he's God, remember?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Clapton is God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They were, actually, the story was they were trying to spray paint good, and they were fucking stupid, and they spray painted God. They were missing
That would have been greater. That would have been so much better. Eric Clapton is good.
Eric Clapton is good.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
If you ever see that famous
I've seen
picture,
it. Yeah.
it was supposed to be good.
That's fucking hilarious. I have to
He's
spray-
good.
Yeah,
The boys-
I know. I have to do like Post Malone is mediocre on a wall somewhere or something.
The boy's good.
Yeah, good and terrible.
Good and terrible. No, Eric Clapton's awesome though.
Eric Clapton
But
is
yeah,
awesome.
when he was with Cream, they did a live version of it. It's
Yeah,
fucking
it is
awesome.
so good.
If anything, a lot of I wouldn't say younger people, but a lot of people will probably know Crossroads more from I would argue with Cream, unless they're
Probably.
digging deep in blues. and
More
love
than
the
likely,
blues.
if they've heard the song, they've heard it in like one of those biopics where
Yes.
it's like based off of like the older time, like 70s and shit.
If you're deep into the blues, you've heard Robert Johnson.
yeah.
But if you're more of a rock fan, you've heard you probably heard Crossroads.
You've probably heard of
Crossroads
Cream.
by Cream.
Yeah.
And he covered other songs. Eric
Yeah.
Clapton has covered other Eric Johnson songs as well. And made him sound
Derek and the
fucking
Dominoes.
awesome. Derek and the Dominoes was awesome. Layla.
Yeah.
Johnson was credited with not just being a great and influential bluesman, but also as an influence
He
for what would
haunts
later
my pants.
for what would later become rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
And not to mention you. Well,
like I said
off
before.
my notes, he was a great slide guitar player too.
Yeah, he used
he
his
was doing
Johnson.
really cool shit. His Johnson.
Yeah.
Slide the Johnson on.
Yeah.
Johnson was. Oh, check this out. Was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. It just keeps on going.
Posthumously?
Yes.
Obviously.
In the first induction ceremony in 1986.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that fucking awesome?
Yeah, I was the one that told him to do it. I mean, I was 3.
Sell your soul. Sell your
No,
soul.
I was the one that told him to induct him. But
I was 6.
I was 3 years old.
I was in the
so-
first grade.
Yeah. Yeah, I was 3, you were 6. You add that together, that's 36. No, it's not.
Numbers.
That's 9.
Numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, so go check out the lyrics, listen to the song. Probably not during our breaking point because it's just going to be like a commercial's length long, and the songs
Right.
are longer than that. But anyways, it is time for
My breaking point! I'm gonna go play the
Breaking
guitar a little
point.
bit more.
and we're back.
And we're back.
I'm getting a lot of. It's weird.
It's my dick.
Yes, the devil. So this is fun.
Yes.
Before we get to the theories, here's a brief, partial history. Partial. Leading up to Robert Johnson.
Yes.
Of folks making deals with the devil. So check this out. There's some fun shit in here.
Do I gasp too much?
No,
Just
I think it's fun. I
indignation.
try to add them in, but I'm reading a lot. Of
Yeah.
them. So, but
I didn't do it for you.
just for dramatic effect.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
for dramatic skeptic effect.
Yes.
Sure. So you've heard satanic imagery, obviously, and seen
I've heard it.
satanic image. I can't even talk to know, but you've seen satanic. I can't even talk. What's wrong with me? Contact high.
Of what you didn't do and what I did do during the breaking point.
Yes.
And you're yeah, it's fun.
Contact.
Yes.
So sure. So yeah. So everybody knows about the satanic imagery in rock and metal and all that.
Yeah.
Throughout modern times. But and you have songs like "The Devil Went Down to Georgia," like you mentioned earlier.
The devil made me do it.
And the devil made me do it. And it goes way back further than that, my friends.
Yes.
The idea of the deal with the devil has been around for several centuries.
Yes.
And nearly everyone has heard of the concept.
Oh no.
Though tales of deals with the devil in general go further back, it became popular arguably in the late 1500s with a magician and alchemist from Germany.
Magician. Let me
Yes.
let me do my
Get the
Let me
cards.
do my card trick again. Is this your card?
By the magician and alchemist
Hold on.
from Germany.
I'm doing a card trick for the listeners.
Oh, okay.
Just real quick. I'm doing a card
Is this your card?
trick. All right. Shuffled. Pick a card. Mm-hmm. All right, listeners, pick a card.
All right.
All right, thank you. All right, cool. All right, now put it back. All right, cool, thank you. I dropped one.
If you don't know, I have a bunch of artifacts out on the table. By artifacts, I just mean a bunch of shit that I've had for over the years that pertains to the paranormal.
All right.
You know, Chuck found
card?
haunted cards. Yep.
What card is it?
I don't know, because I can't see it as a listener.
It's the 3 of diamonds. Is this your card? Awesome. That's the best card trick I've done so far.
You're always going to get it right.
So it's that one guy right now who went through the card trick with me. He's like, holy fuck, how did he do that?
Got it. How did he know? This requires a lot of belief, a lot of faith.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Gotta have faith.
But yeah, so anyways, it became popular in the late 1500s with a magician and alchemist from Germany named Johann Faust.
Johann Germanonymous.
Johann Faust. It is said he made a deal with Mephistopheles, which we brought up on the show before.
Yes.
And Mephisto.
Yes.
Mephistopheles, a demon from German folklore. My people, part of my people. And he became famous after a play was made documenting his life called The Tragical History, and they said tragical history of the life and death of Dr. Faustus. 100 years later,
100.
the myth made its way into music.
100.
Through a musician named Giuseppe Tartini.
Giuseppe.
Now check this out, going back to what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
In 1713, the devil allegedly appeared to Tartini in a dream, making a deal with him as well. He handed the devil a violin. The devil then performed the most beautiful sonata Tartini had ever heard. When he woke up, he tried to write what he had heard in the dream, giving birth to the song called Violin Sonata in G, better known as the Devil's Trill Sonata.
Yeah.
I've
written a song in a dream.
That's awesome. And then woke up and wrote it for real. That's awesome. Well, it's not for real, but yeah, you get it.
No, I really did. Yeah.
But it was for real in the dream, too.
Right.
So Tartini had this to say, despite the popularity of the song. It was so inferior to what I had heard that if I could have subsisted on other means, I would have broken my violin and abandoned music forever. He was a little harsh on himself.
Yeah.
Roughly another 100 years had passed. But there's a correlation here. With another violinist who hit the scene with skills that kick-started the rumors that he, too, made a deal with the devil.
Violinistist?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Violinist.
All right.
That sounds very satanic.
Yeah.
Niccolo Paganini, considered by some to be the greatest violinist who had ever lived, tongue-tied, was a virtuoso already as a kid. His look, performance style, and skills led people to believe that he had to have gotten his ability from a deal with the devil. With his long fingers, pale, lanky body, and flaming eyes.
Fucking regular Ichabod Crane over here.
Along with how he moved on stage, it was no wonder why audiences came to this conclusion.
He floated.
Yeah. He had no legs. Some listeners made the sign of the cross as they watched him play to protect themselves from evil. One fan left during a performance, stating that he saw the devil himself, or herself, or itself, aiding Paganini as he played.
Wow.
Now check this out.
Yeah.
At age 54, Paganini died, further stirring suspicion when he sent away a priest who was there to perform last rites. Maybe he just wasn't religious.
Maybe.
But check this out.
I would have.
Back to the 27 Club.
Yeah.
What's 27 plus 27? Math at night.
Yeah.
We don't math.
We don't night math. It was
54.
52. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. It's a coincidence, but that's still pretty cool. He was part of the 27 plus 27 Club.
Yeah, he was.
You were going to say something earlier, though.
Oh, what I was going to say, we were talking about it before. You know how, like, when I was a kid and I was religious, and all of, like, the superstitious bullshit was in my head still, and I started listening to Mo Thugs, and it scared me a little bit.
Yes.
Like, it made me uncomfortable.
It gave me the chills in a good way.
Through. Yeah. So, yeah.
These guys had their equivalent of that.
Yeah.
Ouija, are you with me? That's not how it is. That sounded very white. Very white instead of very white. Oh, that should be a cover band. Very white. It's like some big white guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Less than 100 years later. Yeah. See, it's always these 100-year intervals, but this time it's a little less. The devil seemed to appear again, this time in the world of blues, in the 1920s and 30s, when two bluesmen emerged in the Mississippi Delta, who may have also made a deal with the devil. The first of the pair was Tommy Johnson. No relation. Tommy boy. Tommy Cock.
Every time you say
Tommy Cockers, like Tommy Knockers.
Yeah. Every time you say, like, there should be just, like, if we're saying multiple names.
Yeah.
Even if the last name isn't the same, one of them you need to say no relation every time you say the name.
That's awesome. So the first of the pair was Tommy Johnson.
No relation.
He was a guitar virtuoso, known for his eerie yodeling, which had nothing to do with his guitar playing.
Had a little to do.
It was said that Tommy's brother started spreading the rumor that Tommy Johnson went down. This is familiar. It's kind of a trope of the times for them. It was said that Tommy Johnson went down to the Crossroads. You pronounced that wrong. Just before midnight to play guitar. Soon after, a large black man, again, or first time, presumably the devil, came to him, took his guitar, tuned it, and after that, Tommy would go on to be a guitar virtuoso.
Michael Carter.
Not to shit on his, but Robert Johnson is the focus of ours. But anyways, so he became a big influencer on the blues as well. Not much else was said about his deal with the devil, but that was not the case for our second blues man, the focus of our episode, Mr. Robert Sell His Soul to the Devil Johnson.
So why is it that he's more synonymous with it than Tommy Johnson?
I think it's because it was more...
Is it that Robert Johnson's music was more prolific and lasted longer?
I think that may be part of the case, and then two, he put little hints out there in his songs, probably just for gimmick.
Right.
I think it was for a gimmick.
Yeah.
But I find it funny that they both had the same surname, like I was saying before. And they were from the same area, both sold their soul to the devil, but I'm sure there was tons of people at the time. I sold my soul too. Allegedly, and they play the blues, but they're not related. And after hearing the story, one could argue that Robert Johnson just copied the story from Tommy Johnson or others who were doing it at the time and souped it up to get the attention.
Right.
Like with the Crossroads.
I honestly think that's what it was.
I think that's the case.
Yeah.
But the thing that fascinates me is the fact that he was playing with this Ike Zimmerman, who was obviously deep into this idea that he was getting superstition
shit. I mean, I honestly think, there's no supernatural or like devilish shit going on with it, but if they did practice, I think maybe their mental state in it was that
if they needed that
to them I am trying to wipe away a crumb that doesn't exist.
Be gone, crumb.
Yeah.
Power of Satan compels you.
Yeah, get out of here, crumb.
But I
think I left on a half finished sentence, but
they get it.
Yeah,
I got it. But I think in a way it was like their for lack of a better term, it was their MacGuffin.
Yeah.
It was their MacGuffin. It's like the cemetery, the powers, the supernatural
it's stuffing
powers.
the MacGuffin in your muffin.
It made me good and it's gonna make you better.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Like better from just being shitty.
Right.
But he was good. He was really good.
Yeah, good and terrible.
You know?
Yeah.
And there was a lot of I think I think both kind of fed each other, like the chicken and the egg kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like one this myth, this gimmick, and even if they looked past the Crossroads thing and just looked at the cemetery playing, alone, all that it was hype, and then people paid attention, and he was good.
Well, here's the thing,
and then the fact that he was good, it's brought more superstition to it, probably.
It's possible that Robert Johnson got so good so quickly with those in that scenario due to the placebo effect.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
Yeah.
Like the dude really maybe believed it. Like Ike.
Yeah, Ike Zimmerman. Yeah, definitely.
It sounds like a German dude.
I know, right?
Right?
Zimmerman, come here. We're going to fire up the ovens and play in the graveyard tonight. Yes. My eyes have seen the Führer.
Jesus.
Mein Gott.
Excuse me. So, like Robert Johnson sitting there on a fucking headstone, playing away, and has this like psychological placebo effect. And
what if that's how it works? It's like, I'm gonna sit on this great conductor. For them, it was like some old conductor.
Yeah.
Sit on their grave.
Sit on the grave.
I feel it.
I feel it. There's a bone in this coffin.
I'm better. Getting better. Oh, I'll run out. Yeah. Go find another famous musician that was dead in the graveyard. Sit on their tombstone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Before we get any further,
Marilyn Manson's tombstone is shaped like a dildo. He's dead. You guys.
No, it's.
Did you not know that Marilyn Manson died?
No.
Is it too soon?
It's too soon.
Too soon.
Yes. Manson died.
Yeah.
Marilyn Monroe died.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that means nothing. I'm just stating
you're
facts.
right. Yeah.
No, his tombstone would be like shaped like a human centipede.
Oh, yeah.
Before we get any further with the theorizing, though, and we're going to theorize the fuck out of it here in the bottom part of this episode. If
I don't know that I'm going to so much theorize. I'm just going to be like...
it's fun. It's fun. If you're interested, there are tons of bios out there, though. Legit bios on Robert Johnson.
Yeah, like that movie Crossroads with
Ralph Macchio.
Macchio. Yeah.
The Karate Kid.
The Karate
It's fucking
Kid.
awesome.
Karate.
You
pronounced that wrong. It's Karate.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. But yeah, the movie that Chuck was just mentioning, Crossroads. It came out in 1986 as a fictional tale, partially fictional tale, of a young guitarist who goes searching for a famed missing song by Robert Johnson, starring Ralph Macchio.
And there's a Steve Vai scene in there that, like a guitar solo scene for like 6-7 minutes? Maybe longer.
They needed to make up space in the film. This will be cool.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool.
Yeah. But let's dig into this shit. Try to make some sense of it if we can make some
Swim in
sense
the
of
poop.
First off, find a good picture of Robert Johnson online. There's this one picture where he's just kind of sitting there. And I mean, in all the pictures, he's just kind of sitting there.
Right.
But his eyes are just fucking haunting.
Yeah.
And it could just be a little bit placebo effect, like you're saying, just because of the story. But it's cool. It's a really cool picture. You'll probably find it several times on this episode because I'm going to give it to Chuck. I'm going to give it to him. Give it to me. Give it to me. But and we'll also have it on our Facebook page and so on. But it's cool. It's a cool picture. But his eyes look fucking haunting. But it could also be like the way it was. The picture was.
Do my eyes look haunting?
Yes. So you got them Robert Johnson. I'm gonna call it that. Them Robert Johnson
eyes.
Give me them Robert Johnson eyes. But so some cool little things here. If we want to get all into the numerology, he recorded 29 tracks, which to us doesn't seem like a lot.
No.
But considering the means
I've recorded
to be able
29 tracks in a month.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I farted out 29 tracks, but we have recording equipment.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was harder to.
And they're not all good, so.
Yeah. But 29 tracks. 29 in numerology is a relationships, compassion, and teamwork number.
Ooh.
The number 29 is highly
devil.
relationships oriented. So get it? Relationship, teamwork with the devil.
Yeah.
29 equals 11. 2 and 9 equals 11, that is. He was born in 1911. He died in 38, which equals 11.
Yeah.
Numerology. Science.
Yeah.
All that fun stuff. We got to do
no
an episode.
Science to numerology.
No, there isn't at all.
There's not.
We got to do an episode on numerology.
Numerology is so random and bullshit.
Yes.
But
you find these patterns because they are everywhere. It's math.
You can make up any
math.
patterns. Yeah, it's simple maths.
But it's fun. It's fun. Coincidence.
I mean,
numbers,
yes,
fun.
it's fun and it's funny. I think it's funny to look at and like. Yeah, it's just.
We'll do a numerology episode just because it's fun.
Well,
Robert,
it's just for example, people who are currently going all numerology with the NIV or the King James version of the Bible.
Oh, God.
And it's like,
literally.
Look, the way that you have, and they're counting out like where the line starts and ends and all that shit to try and find out, because they're not exactly 100% numbered. I know that the Bible is numbered and shit, but. But
it's not numbered for any other reason, just to keep track of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like each line isn't numbered. Yeah. So like the verse where
you know what makes me think about the God code? Remember that God code shit?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay,
that kind of numerology and shit. But basically, it's a translation.
Yeah.
And depending on the print of the book, the size of it, how much liner notes and other things are in the book, the starting and stopping of certain words are not going to be the same.
Exactly.
So your numerology is bullshit.
Yep. Robert Johnson was a Taurus. Taurus has horns like the devil.
And it's
a stretch, but fun.
And each horn represents a number, and it'd be 1-1. It'd be 11.
Yes, 11. There you go. Ding, 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 ding. And it's the second sign in the zodiac.
Yeah.
1, 2.
1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2.
No, here's
1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2. 2, 1. Now, here's a fun one. Crossroad Blues, the song.
Yeah.
Along with probably other songs at the same time that he recorded, maybe in the same session. But Crossroad Blues was recorded on Jimi Hendrix's birthday.
Yeah.
6 years before Jimmy was born. The number 6. But that's pretty cool, though. It was on. He recorded it on 11/27.
Yeah.
Which was Jimmy's birthday.
27.
27 Club, boom, and he was a 27 Club card holder.
Yeah.
Before he left untimely at 27.
Yeah.
There was some film footage. You can go check this out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Film footage that allegedly shows Johnson, because at that time it was rare to find good footage of any of these musicians.
Right.
It was the 30s, but it's been largely debunked by a lot of people that are still alive.
He makes an appearance in the movie "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
But not the real Robert Johnson.
Well, I mean, the character is Robert Johnson.
There you go.
But
there's some footage that allegedly has Robert Johnson, but it has been debunked by a lot of people that are still living. Another question is, where was the Crossroads? These Crossroads that he supposedly went to.
Yeah.
There's a common theory on this as well.
They were at 1111th Street.
There you go. Where were the real Crossroads? There's residents of Rosedale, Mississippi. They claim Johnson sold his soul to the devil at the intersection of highways 1 and 8 in their town. And that makes 9, which is nothing. Mm-hmm.
But 9 plus the
3
2
6s
roads.
and 9s, yeah, and the 2 roads.
And then
there's
himself.
11, like 9/11.
Yeah.
We should do a conspiracy episode on 9/11 because there's a lot of 11s in that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, 9,
stuff.
1, and 1 equal...
11.
The character on Stranger Things, 11.
But yeah, this whole where the real Crossroads was, they don't know for sure. But a lot of people claim that it was in Rosedale, Mississippi. But he may have not even gone to any Crossroads. It may have just been made up. Yeah. The only true part that we know of that we can say is fact is that he was training in a graveyard.
Jiu-jitsu.
With Ike Zimmerman giving him that possibly German guitar lesson.
Oh, yeah. It was definitely
We're
German.
spreading a little bit.
He was giving him the German.
Oh, he was.
That's
giving
another
him,
euphemism.
Oh, yeah.
What was the other one earlier?
There's a fish called the German brown. There you go. He got the German brown.
Was the other episode? Was the Charlie under the table?
Yes.
Yeah.
Charlie under the table.
Got a Charlie under the table. What was the one that we just said?
Huh?
I'll have to listen to the episode.
Yeah.
I'm too far gone.
Charlie under the table.
Yeah.
But yeah. So another thing, the crossroad idea.
Oh, he was giving him the German. That's what it was. He was giving him
The Crossroads idea probably was a common thing at the time.
Yeah.
You know, obviously.
Yeah.
Now, beyond Tommy and Robert.
Right.
I'm sure a lot of people were trying to spin that whole thing.
And I'm sure that it happened in other situations and scenarios that didn't pertain to music.
Johann Faustus.
Johann
Faustus.
Yeah.
Was into alchemy.
Yeah. Full Metal Alchemy Brotherhood.
Yes, exactly.
But
He
so,
got the
I mean,
skills
other than,
from the devil.
Okay, so I guess other than Faust, I'm sure that there were other, you know, like
Other
say
things,
one
other
day,
traits.
like this one lady can't cook very well, or
Sell
isn't
my soul to
really
the devil
known
so
for,
I could feed my husband's
isn't
tummy.
really known well for cooking, and the next thing you know, we've got like
Haunted
Popeye's chicken,
I know.
right?
Got my chicken from Popeyes.
Yeah.
Louisiana fats.
Oh, that's what
Oh,
they're
man.
good for. Floating bodies, and chicken.
Chicken. Stop it. Chicken. Devil made me do it. Stop
The
it.
devil made me say it.
They're gonna hate us forever. in
Always.
Louisiana.
No, they.
I
Love
love Louisiana.
Yeah.
I've been there. I
They
love
have
their
really
food.
good hot sauce.
I'll eat the shit. Oh, I went to a truck stop in
Yeah.
Louisiana one time, and I was eating. I forgot what I was eating. If it was,
I don't remember her name.
Jambalaya.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name. I think it was Jambalaya. My uncle and I, we started pouring
Oh
hot
my
sauce
God.
all over our food, and goddamn, the chef was just pissed. He's like, my food not spicy enough for you boys. I'll make it. I'll fix it up right.
That's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
I just pictured you with a prostitute named Jambalaya,
Jambalaya.
and that was the funniest thing I've seen in my head.
Louisiana.
Yeah. All right. So.
But getting back to it,
Yeah.
another thing that's kind of a mystery is where was he buried? They said the research in the 1980s and 90s strongly suggests that Johnson was buried in the graveyard of the Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church. That's kind of funny. Near Morgan City, Mississippi, not far from Greenwood, in an unmarked grave. You know what would be unmarked? Because all the whole mystical bullshit and
Yeah.
scary, spooky Satan bullshit. But A lot of people say that it's really not his grave.
No.
That they really don't know where he's buried. Part of the lyrics in Me and the Devil Blues, he actually says, "You may bury my body down by the highway side.
Yeah.
Baby, I don't care where you bury my body. When I'm dead and gone, you may bury my body." Woo! He does one of those.
Yeah.
Down by the highway side, so my old evil spirit can get a Greyhound bus and ride. Maybe that was a clue.
Was there like a
Maybe
thing?
it's a clue.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like, maybe...
I doubt it.
Maybe... No, I know. It's just... Yeah.
I think what he's saying is
Coincidence.
that basically what that's saying is that once he's dead,
He doesn't
you
give
can
a
bury
fuck.
my body wherever the
I don't
fuck you
give a
want because
fuck.
I'll be
Unmarked
dead.
grave.
Yeah.
It'd be funny, bury me near the Baptist.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny shit. But no, awesome musician.
Yeah.
Aside from all that stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome musician. Did factually play in a graveyard, learning to get the skills with Ike Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Who probably took the shit serious. Whether Robert Johnson took it serious or
Right.
not. This Ike Zimmerman.
I mean, I'm sure at one point, I mean, especially since back then there was a lot of superstitious people.
Oh yeah.
But
But honestly,
would have gotten him to maybe, if not believing it at first, buy into it easier.
Exactly.
And have that affect him.
he may have been an us at the
Yeah,
time. Because check
could've
this
been.
out. At the time, it would have been even harder. People going into the secular music, getting away from the Christian stuff, getting away from God,
Right.
was even more of a no-no, I imagine, in that time.
Oh, yeah.
So he may have been like us and been like just laughing at this shit, like, oh yeah, oh yeah, I'll sell my soul to the devil.
Right.
It would be like us running around right now and telling our family, oh,
Yeah.
we're Satanists.
Yeah.
You know, it may be all for laughs because
Yeah.
they were going towards the secular cool music.
Right.
And getting away from the Christian
I think it makes, I mean, as far as
That
like,
makes sense.
Yeah.
And then he may have even had that attitude. I don't know. We're speculating because we don't know. We weren't there.
Right.
But
I mean, come on. I mean,
Yeah.
at that time, you had to have had some sort of adverse attitude towards
Yes.
the normal religions of Christianity at that time.
Oh, yeah.
To be able to even joke about being a part of, like, having a pact with the devil.
Exactly.
Because it was what, not even like 100 years prior that we were killing women for being witches.
Yes, exactly.
So
No witches and no.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
And a caculac.
And a caculac.
Caculac. Yep.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what he's talking about, Salem witch trials.
Yes.
We should do an episode on that sometime
should.
soon.
Yes,
But
it
the
was-
graveyard playing and mastery, he may even have that same. Like I said, I'm just speculating here because we don't know. But
I know.
he could have been thinking it was silly. Like, oh yeah, this Ike Zimmerman, he believed he getting the supernatural power.
Right,
All I know
that's
is
true.
he's a good guitar player, and I want to learn from this guy.
Right.
But he's like, sure, you're a graveyard, weird motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, teach me the guitar skills.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I
shame.
definitely wouldn't have any qualms about being in a graveyard.
Fuck yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool.
It'd be kinda cool, yeah.
You know, playing in the graveyard after midnight.
Shit.
He was like, or he could have even been a little freaked out because he may have been a little superstitious. Let's look at that angle.
Yeah.
He may have been like, oh fuck, man, whatever it takes, because he got shamed the fuck out of town.
Yeah.
He didn't have to leave, but if he stayed, he was gonna keep getting dogged on.
Right.
For being a shitty guitar, and he wanted to be good.
Yeah.
He wanted to be the good player.
Yeah.
He wanted to be a son.
I think, yeah. I mean, I honestly, to tell the 100% truth for what I think is the situation here, is that yes, he wanted to play the guitar. He picked it up. He wasn't very good at first. People were like, "You suck. Get out of here." So he left, and
He found a great guitar
some dude
teacher
who could teach him really, really, really good. And whether he was freaked out or spooked by the graveyard, and it kind of helped and gave him a little bit of an edge to want to learn quicker, so he could get the fuck out of the graveyard. Who knows? Or he was just like, yeah, whatever. Wherever you teach me, just teach me.
he was like the Miyagi of guitar.
Yeah, and then he learns and he comes back and he's a lot better at the guitar, and then continues to improve.
Yeah.
Or back then, guitar players weren't as technical if they weren't playing like classical music.
Exactly. This is
as
very
they are
much the
now.
secular.
So it was
probably
really-
looked at it as a sloppy
but it was
kind
more of like simplified.
It was
and,
feeling.
and simple.
Blues is feeling.
I know, but compared to the styles and the technique and
Your
the
classical
technicality
guitar.
of even like 30 years later, blues guitar
Yeah.
players were so much better
Yes.
than what they were
Technically.
then. So he didn't really have to spend
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
The bar was low.
when I was, you know,
But at the same time, it was
first
unique.
getting good at like blues licks,
Yeah.
is how good they were then.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And I know it sucks.
At their best.
Yeah.
And that's not shitting on them because
It's not shitting on them because
it's
it was
relative to
different.
their time period.
Yeah.
Relative to their time
Like,
period.
I know Jimi Hendrix is great, and
Yeah.
I know it's like your favorite, but there's
a lot
better
of great, I'm wearing a
after.
shirt right now, Jimmy.
Right.
And when I'm looking at it,
I mean,
Jimmy
compared
on
to
the wall.
what there was in the 60s,
Yeah, exactly.
that
was
was
fucking amazing.
That was prolific.
Yeah.
So I think I mean, he only had to spend 6 good months with this really good guitar
Yeah.
player to learn
In the
how to be
graveyard.
what he was. It's not that far-fetched.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Whether he bought into the whole spooky side of it, we don't know, but it doesn't matter.
And then on that point, yeah, I mean, I think honestly at the time, for anybody to even hint at being in league with the devil,
Oh, yeah.
you had to have either really believed it or really didn't care.
Yeah, he could have been Aleister Crowley in this shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I honestly think at that point, he spent time, he learned really good, he played, he, you know, didn't care that people thought he was part of the devil and maybe
He's
thought
like, sure.
it would help.
If it's a gimmick that can get me, you know, heard.
Yeah.
I mean, he recorded 29 songs at whopping 29. That was big then.
Back then, yeah, that was a lot.
'Cause he had to go to a studio.
Yeah.
Somebody had to believe in him enough for him to get in
Yeah.
that studio and do it.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have the money for that shit.
No, I don't think
And a
he would.
itinerant musician, a walking musician.
Yeah.
He wasn't making the money to just go on his own and
Yeah.
self-produce a record.
No, so I think, I mean, I think it's just hype and and
Gimmick.
fun folklore.
Yeah, exactly. It's a beautiful story. I like it.
it's a fun story.
Because I imagine that he's just like,
But I mean, I'm just saying, at there's been times in my life, like if that were a thing that could happen to anybody,
yeah,
it would have happened to me, and I would have sold my soul.
I would have done it.
Yeah.
I would have sold my soul for a lot less.
No, I would have sold.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
I think I brought up what I would do for
Because
that
when I'm in
Klondike bar.
hell, I want something nice and
Yeah.
cold to munch on.
Yeah. But no, I would do it.
Yeah, why not?
So if
Fuck it.
I think if it were to being that,
So
and I know-
Satan, episode part 2 of Satan
Yeah.
Has to Be Satan.
right? Then you better offer me that deal
God
because
damn it.
basically what I'm saying right now is because
I'll die
I
at
wasn't
27.
offered that because I wasn't offered that deal, I don't believe that Satan offers deals.
Show me the deal.
Right?
Show me the goods.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, does that sound arrogant of me
No.
to be like, you know what? I think I would have deserved and have some sort of at least
Don't
mediocre
be jealous. I'm kidding.
But if I had the ability to sell my soul to the devil would have come to me because I would have been desperate.
'Cause you wanted it.
Yeah. I would have.
And he prayed. So
I would have been a good
The story
candidate.
goes, he prays on that.
Right.
You know?
I would have been a good
And
candidate.
he prays
for
on it. He's like, here's a chance to get me another soul.
Yeah, exactly. And who
Making-
doesn't want a ginger soul? I suck up all of the other souls around me.
Maybe
so-
that's why he didn't come, because you don't have a soul.
But I have all the other souls.
You're a ginger.
I could have sold. Maybe that's what.
Oh,
it was.
yeah, all the
I'd have
freckles
gotten
are little
everything.
souls.
Yeah, I'd have gotten everything.
You are Satan.
Yeah. Have you had it happen to you then?
No, I
Then
haven't.
it doesn't.
No,
It's,
no.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't believe in Satan.
I think it's bullshit. All right.
Well, that'll do her in the pooper for this one.
Oh yeah.
I hope you
Squishy.
guys enjoyed our discussion of Mr. Robert Johnson. Don't forget to check us out on all the medias. Like,
Don't
follow,
forget to
subscribe,
spade
share,
and neuter your
comment,
pets.
Heart and yes. What was that guy's name again? Muncie. It was Muncie, right?
What?
Spay your pets. Don't forget to spay your pets.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking
On
about,
the news,
Adam.
the news guy.
I don't. Muncie?
Yeah, Dave Muncie.
I don't know.
I don't know. He was a news guy locally here. If
Yeah,
you're from
probably.
Phoenix.
I haven't
somebody
watched
correct
local
us up.
news in a long time.
Me either.
so-
But he was back in the 80s. He's
I'm
like,
not gonna remember that
he had
shit. I didn't watch the
your
news in the
children
80s.
around water.
Yeah, I know who you're
Remember that guy?
talking about. Yeah.
He also did the spade your, neuter your pets. I
Right.
think. I'm probably mixing. Somebody that knows, just let us know in the
Some
comments.
dude who's like spay and neuter your dogs
was
and
like-
your kids.
New way of selling your soul to the devil.
Right.
So yeah, like, follow, subscribe, share, comment, heart, masturbate, and
Right.
put us on repeat.
All them shits.
And if you like us enough, please write a review on your favorite foul mouth paranormal enthusiast on iTunes or wherever you can write a review on us.
Wherever you can write a review.
Even if you don't like us, write a review.
You know what would be great? Just
What's
like like people taking pictures of the review
Yes.
that are written in lipstick on like bathroom mirrors.
Oh, I love
and just
that.
send it to me. at learningtocurse@gmail.com.
We love it.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That'd be awesome. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know how
It's
we're
like,
driving.
you want me to write a review? Okay, I'll write a fucking review. Here's your goddamn review.
Yeah, write it in caca. so if you're into scat play.
I'm the scat man.
Scat.
Skitty booty bop.
Butters and cheese. I don't know. Support our brothers and sisters. We don't say this enough.
No.
Support our brothers and sisters and their podcasts at all the
Age of Radio
stuff.
ageofradio.org. Go on there. You can see all of our
brothers and
familias.
sisters, yes.
All our other fellow podcasts on our network.
Yeah. And there
Hi,
you go.
Jeremy. We miss you, buddy.
Yeah, Jeremy.
How long are you going to be in Spain?
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. He's not in Spain.
He's in.
He's been putting out his own podcast this whole time.
He's been doing his thing.
Yeah.
So peace, love, and remember: sell your soul to the devil and get what
Yes.
you want out of life.
Love, peace, and
In
elbow
this
grease.
blink of an eye existence we call life.
Yeah.
So hail Satan.
That's what I call masturbating.
Hail Satan.
No, love, peace, and elbow grease.
I say we hail Satan.
Hell, Satan.
Hail Satan.
Helsinki.
Everyone, good night.
Good night.
Till next time.
I'm gonna play another guitar song. Hold on, get the guitar for me real quick.
Let's play it with our mouths.
Blank, 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 blink a dink, blink, 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 blink a dink, blink, 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 blink a dink, blink, blink, blink,
Sell your soul.
blink, 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 blink a dink, blink, 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 devil.
Peace out.
Yeah.